So bounce rate is a major ranking factor, and your rankings could be getting hurt because of it. Make sure to stick to the end of the video for a free offer only for those who subscribe and like the video. So if your website has been penalized as of late, one of the things you should be doing is to check the bounce rate of your website. Now, so what is a bounce rate? So the bounce rate, it mainly means the amount of time a person spends on your website. The shorter the time they spend on the site, the higher the bounce rate. If you have 100 visitors, for instance, visiting your website, and 80% of them hit the back button within 5 seconds of arriving, you have a 20% bounce rate. Usually it is less than 5 seconds, but we'll take 5 seconds. So the goal should be to keep them on your site for the longest time to make a sale. If your web page's bounce rate is upwards of 80%, there is a good chance that the site will tank rankings because Google sees your website as not catering to the intent of the search algorithm. So if people are searching for bars in New York and yours is how to build a bar and your website is coming up, and people who click on your website will bounce back. So Google's search algorithm sees that as your website not being adequate or not meeting the search intent of the person searching. In fact, my testing shows that if you can keep your bounce rate from between 70 to 80%, that will help you rank higher if all other things are equal. So I had 2 websites, and one of my websites had a bounce rate of around 82%, and the other website had a bounce rate of around 94 to 95%. The content was almost the same. The backlinks built to both sites were the same. The niches were the same. And this is something I tested out. I started testing last year. And so what I found out was after the recent Google algorithm update, the Broadcore update, what I found was the website that had a higher bounce rate now did not rank at all. And the one that had a lower bounce rate is now ranking on the first page for that search query. So if this is a problem that you're facing after the algorithm update, this is one of the things that you would have to look into is the bounce rate. In fact, my testing shows, as I said, that if it's between 70 to 80%, that's pretty acceptable to Google. So if your bounce rate is 75, 80%, that's fine. If it's lower than 70%, which is highly unlikely, that's even better because then that will help you rank higher. And this is one of the ranking factors that most SEOs do not talk about because it requires less on-page SEO and more, crafting your content around the intent of the person searching. Okay, so I think what I forgot to mention in the video, and sorry for me just cutting into it, but many of these SEOs that say that it's not bounce rate is something that search engines cannot see or cannot calculate, then later on in the article or later on elaborate, and they're actually saying that bounce rate does affect your rankings. And I have Search Engine Land, which is one of the most reputed one of the most reputed websites, said that bounce rate does not matter. But later on in the article, as you'll see here, in this article, it says the bounce rate does matter, and it elaborates why it matters. But yet at the same time, they say that it does not matter. Quite frankly, if you have a very high bounce rate, your odds of ranking are lower. So I'll let you get back to the video. So the question is, how do you minimize bounce rate in 2022? So guys, before I go into that, I'd just like you to ask you to subscribe, like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel as fast as I can. I've got a lot of content ideas. So if you like and subscribe, you'll be alerted. And I also offer a free audit. More about that towards the end of the video. Okay, so in my experience and opinion, there are only 3 ways to achieve this. Now, there are many videos that talk about 25 ways to reduce bounce rate. All you need, in my experience, is to do 3 core things to reduce your bounce rate. Get to the point of your of your blog or your website. Script the just skip the pleasantries. Get straight to answering what brought the person to your website. To do that, you will need to engineer your title, your description, and your on-page hook accordingly. For instance, if the title reads "Buy cheap loans today" and the person clicks this, they should see why your company is great. They shouldn't see why your company is great. Instead, get 80% off your car loan, house loan, whatever loan you're selling. So it's just a get 80% off your car loan by signing up today. Limited time offer only. This is going to be your hook. Then below that, you can have explain what the loan is about, why is it cheap, and how it can help them. And that brings us to the second point: is it's all about you, the person that's coming to your website. So your entire website, your landing page should be about the person that comes to your website. It shouldn't be about your company as much. People don't care about your company until much later on. So don't tell them how good your lending company is in this case on your landing page. Also, they don't care about your experience. What they care about is how you can continue to help them, like you have helped so many other people. So how your experience can help them benefit from low price loans. So when drafting your landing page content, your home page for the Google AdWords campaign or any other else, make it about them. Make the home page about them, or any other landing page. And then you can have an about page that talks about the company, and then it can link from the landing page at the bottom to the about page. So if people want to learn more about your company, they can click there and they can go to that page. Other than that, it shouldn't be about your company. The third and final point is, offer different call to action. So I see this mistake made many times. So people have a box on the right, and the box will just scroll down as people scroll down the page, and it's the same call to action. So if the person wanted to, fill in that box, they would have done it when they landed on your website. They did not, which means that call to action for that specific person is not good enough. So have at least 3 call to action and 3 different call to action. So the first call to action, right after the first sentence, could be click here to learn more. The second call to action can be that after you've told them about your company or you've told them about your offer, it can be leave your name and phone number in the box to the right, and our team will get in touch with you. The third call to action can be download our free ebook that can be at the bottom, and we'll highlight some great ways to save money when looking for a loan. So if people are interested, but they're not interested to the point where they, sign up or they want to get a call, the free ebook is a soft sell. So that is something that you will want to keep in mind. And this works for any industry. So finally, make sure that you think about your offer carefully. The offer you make should be crystal clear. Before I end this video, I just wanted to reiterate that you can click on the link in the description for a free audit. Also like and subscribe, as I've got lots of more videos coming up. So that's it for me. Have a great day.